What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, man. There's some crazy news out of Texas, Conroe to be exact. Shout out Conroe, Texas. And it's about this young man right here. 17-year-old Trevante Constantine. Not Constantine, Constantine. And this guy, in a fit of, in a heated argument with his parents, he went and got a gun and shot his father to death and critically injured his mother as well. Then after he did that, he went and turned himself in. Now, this happened last night, and it's a big story out here in Houston because Conroe is right up the street, and it deals with mental illness. This guy had documented mental illness. But what's even sadder is the history of the family and, especially the couple that was injured by their own son. Mental illness is serious, guys, and it should be taken, serious. It seemed like a good family, and had this tragedy befall them, my heart goes out to them for real, man. Check out the story.
Live on KPRC TV and the KPRC 2 Plus live stream. The news starts now.
It's just such a tragedy.
Now 6 only on 2, a grandmother opening up after her grandson is accused of murdering his father and injuring his mother. Good evening, I'm Keith Garvin.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Daniela Guzman. Well, investigators say 17-year-old Trevante Constantine confessed to shooting both his parents at their home near Cut and Shoot Wednesday night.
His father, 41-year-old Leroy Constantine, died. KPRC2's Corley Peel spoke with his mother, who is recovering in the hospital.
Trevante Constantine's mother tells me she's still trying to wrap her head around everything that happened. She has a long road to recovery, but physically she is expected to be okay. Trevante's grandmother tells me her grandson struggled from mental health issues, and the real him would never hurt his parents. Junior high sweethearts, Leroy and Romika Constantine have a love story that Romika's mother says not many can write. We spoke with her on the phone.
They've been together 29 years.
Wednesday night, their lives changed forever when police say their 17-year-old son, Trevante Constantine, shot both his parents during an argument. Leroy did not survive. Spike says his wife rushed to be by his side.
When she got shot, the bullet went through him and hit her in the neck. And she was out for a minute, and she crawled over there to him to help him. That's how real they love was.
Trevante quickly surrendered. He was seen walking into the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office with deputies moments after he confessed to the crime. Spike says her grandson has battled with mental health issues.
My grandson, they did everything they could. They did everything they could to help him with his mental issues. I mean, they went to bat for him. He's been in different facilities and stuff, trying to get help.
She says her grandson's true self is more like his dad, caring and kind.
We love him. We love him. I love my grandson, and he needs help.
Family members say Leroy Constantine and his wife have 3 children together and 4 adopted children, and they are asking for prayers during this difficult time. Corley Peel, KPRC 2 News.
Guys, they say all of this started from an argument. And what's crazy is supposedly, as the story goes, the family didn't even have a gun in the house. And I mean, this is heartbreaking, man. I mean, just seriously, just the whole perspective. These look like good people. That's a good area they in. And that's the thing, it goes to show you, when you have mental illness and stuff like that, man, damn fire truck passing. When you have mental illness and stuff like that out here, the temptations and stuff to do wrong a lot of times can override the rationality in said child. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Looking at him, he got tattoos on his neck. I mean, I know they probably, when you get a certain age, they want to give you a sense of individuality. But when I seen the tattoo on his neck, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not judging. I mean, just, I grew up in a different area. I mean, different era. Something like that, that's a big decision to put on yourself. But if you as a child in somebody else's house, I don't know. But I mean, think about it. This guy is dead. His father said they was together since middle school, y'all. How many of y'all been together since middle school? They don't have romances like that no more. That's rare. In love. Even as he was taking his last breath, she was shot in the neck, came to and went to him. That's sad, man. It's really sad. He left, must have came down off of his anger, went and turned himself in. I guess it's an admission of guilt. Man, that's the thing. And they said they tried to give him help. Said they had 4 adopted children. That say a lot about the heart and about these people. But I mean, it's unfortunate. This is their own son and said they tried everything. I'm gonna tell you something. You have some people that are, when they have mental illness, it's very severe, and small things trigger them off. Now they said the Trevante was a good kid, but he just would have episodes. And you could hear the pain in the grandma's voice, man. You could hear the pain. And where does it go from here? What influence did something have on him to where he felt as though an argument had to go that far? I mean, I want you to really think about that. What made him to where, and you see this a lot now with younger people, men are going to have heated debates, but that's your father. If he tell you to do something, do it. You in his house. I mean, I'm sure he had a mental disability, but I'm sure he understood that. Teenage kids are belligerent. Like I tell a lot of people around 15, 16 years old, sometimes you got to jack up a boy because they'll try you. And you can see this is a big man. For him to go get a gun, though, that they didn't even know was in the house. What kind of, man, I'm being honest, I think it has something to do with street culture. Now, do I think he was out in the street? Nah, but I mean, like I told you before, you can protect your children as best you can inside the house, but the influences outside the house, for some reason, seem like they're stronger, and they're pulling our youth out of basic teachings that we're giving them, and a thirst to do something different in the street that ultimately costs them their lives or the lives of somebody else. And in this case, it was his father. And I know he felt bad. But I mean, a lot of times, man, this is a hard video to do, man. I just think about that. I know he loved his son. And a lot of things your father tell you is out of love and protection for you. But sometimes you can't see it. Mental illness or not. Something inside him snapped and made it the way he was like, F it, I'm going for broke. And that's the part that's a mystery, and that's the part that'll never be figured out. His mom in critical condition, shot in the throat. Dad just shot. And he ain't coming back. Said they was getting help for him, had him at different institutions. So, I mean, it must have been something severe. And they were trying to get him help. All in all, this is sad, man. I mean, this is crippling. Just doing it. I mean, just hearing that. 17 years old, threw his life away. And prison ain't gonna help him. Because if he got mental illness and he prone to going off, prison either make you or break you. And when I say break you, it either make you worse. And at 17 years old, the influence in prison and people taking advantage of you is all messed up. Did you hear the grandma? We lost him. I love my grandson. Feeling the hopelessness. Pouring everything you got into somebody. And it ends like this. Said he did this in front of the siblings in the house. I saw the press conference. They called 911 before he turned himself in at the police station. Man, made this gentleman, Mr. Constantine, rest in peace. And the family recovers somewhat. Because, I mean, you never come all the way back from this. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.